So I'm understanding by the comments left on my post that men are having a hard time accepting that women are the leaders of the family and of the relationship. This is not to say that men just fall back and do nothing, but this is to say that the man is the head of the household.
Okay, so when I first saw this video, I thought for sure she was like joking, like just being jokish. But as I continue to listen, I seen very clearly she's not joking. She actually really believes that the woman is the leader in a relationship. And this mind mentality, which is of Babylon, it's okay when you're part of Babylon and living in Babylon. This is what they teach you. But when we go back to the biblical order and the traditional manner of marriage, because really there shouldn't be a relationship between a man and a woman unless they're married. Secondly, there's a divine order that the Most High, He set up in the beginning. He already pre-established this thing. That I don't understand why we're still having gender wars in 2024. It's been made plain, so let's get to it.
Of the family. But the woman is the leader because the woman leads with love and compassion and nurturing and understanding.
Okay. A woman leading with love, compassion, nurturing, and understanding doesn't make her a leader. I mean, these are natural traits that was put inside of a woman. This is how she's supposed to be anyways, you know? If you have to relearn those, then relearn them. But once you grasp them, that does not make you the leader or the head over your husband in a relationship, okay? Now we're going to dig into these precepts. And for my Hebrew sisters that's there with me, if you know, you know. It's so many of them, but I'll choose wisely. Let's first go to Genesis. Genesis chapter 2 and verse 18. And the Lord said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. So when women began to grasp the concept that she was created to be a helpmeet unto her husband, that doesn't mean you are a carpet. That doesn't mean that you're a slave. That doesn't mean you're to be walked over, mistreated, abused, or disrespected, or any of that, which is somehow what the woman's thinking when you hear helpmeet, that you're just carpet, you're not important. That's not what it means. It simply means you're a helpmeet. So for instance, if you need a job, why? Because you behind on bills, girl. So you go seek that job out and you have an interview. And in the interview, they like, well, we've ran over what our requirements is for this job position. Do you accept? I accept. So part of that job description was for you to come in there and help them and assist them in the area where they need help. Not once you get hired, you get in there and you think you start calling the shots to their building or their corporation. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to fire you and they're going to replace you with the woman who is able to follow the instructions of what her job position is, which is to come in there and help in the area where she was hired. And see, this is the misinterpretation when it comes to these strong-willed feminist women think that their role as a helpmeet is a slave. It's below, it's beneath, it's carpet, it's nothing, it's unimportant. No, it just simply means your husband, he has a vision, he has a goal. The Most High is using him. You're in his life to help him and assist him and further him in whatever that role or assignment might be for his life. How does that make you a carpet or unimportant? Make that make sense.
I will say this once and I'll probably say it again. Okay. I am here to introduce the truth to you. You have the free will to decide whether you accept or reject that truth.
Oh, girl, I reject. I reject. I don't want to be no strong-head woman. I don't want to be no feminist. I'm not trying to lead my husband. I'm not trying to control him. I'm just trying to be that wife that I know the Most High created me to be, that's submissive, meek and humble wife that helps and assists her husband so that he can further himself. That's all I'm trying to be. So I'm just gonna have to reject your strong-willed feminist type mindset.
But I am not here to convince or debate with anyone. Think about it. You know how they say behind every successful man or behind every good man is a strong woman? No. Beside every good man is a good female leader.
That made me laugh, for real. She crazy. Okay, so you have a problem with saying there's a strong woman behind a strong man somewhere, right? Instead, you want to say there's a strong woman beside a strong man. Okay, when your little rebellious self get in the jam, or let's just say dangerous ahead, what you gonna do? You gonna stand beside your man because you strong, you the leader, or you gonna hop behind his back because you're expecting him to be that leader, that protector, that keep you safe, that's gonna fight for you, that's gonna protect you from any hurt or harm that may come your way? Or you gonna be that feminist woman that's standing next to your man telling, what's up, what's up, what's up, I got you, I'm the leader of this relationship, what's up? Stop playing.
And when the woman is not acting as the leader in the relationship is off balance.
Sis is for real delusional. Seriously. No. When the woman is not acting in her delicate meekness and submissive type role, the relationship is off balance. It's not vice versa. Oh my God. Sis is very Babylon indoctrinated. Let's get a precept. This is 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, the head of woman is man, and the head of Christ is Yahweh. So that is the divine order, and that is what brings balance in a relationship, in a marriage. That woman, she has to walk in her role. She has to stay in her role. That man, he has to walk in his role. He has to stay in his role. Imagine if they flip roles. That's gonna be way out of whack, and that's what's going on when the man, he's walking in his role, but yet the woman, she's like, nah, I'm not feeling this meek and submissive role. I need to be a leader. That's where the imbalance comes from. Okay.
The relationship is awry because it is by design. The man is the head, the man is the provider, the man is the protector, the woman is the leader. The woman has leadership qualities. She is a nurturer. She makes decisions for the greater good of everyone.
Okay, so what I'm hearing, she's contradicting herself. She's saying the man is the head. Okay, he's the provider, he's the protector. But you just can't be my leader. That's what she's saying. And what I'm also hearing is she's been hurt. She's been in a relationship, she's been hurt, she's having a hard time trusting men. That's why she can't follow. She feel like she has to be the leader in a relationship. She's been scarred, she's been hurt. Her trust has been whatever. She doesn't trust that a man could lead her. Like she said, the woman, she makes the overall decision, better decision for the family. So it sounds like something went on in her past, and she's scarred from that, and it's literally messing up her mindset to get back in her role. Because truthfully, being a helpmeet and a helper to your husband, like, that's where you're gonna shine, sis. That's where you're gonna shine. You're gonna butt heads with that man you with. You're trying to be a leader when he was called to be the leader, but you was called to follow him and to help and assist him. Like, y'all gonna bump heads again. So you gotta heal from them scars and just know who you are, know what your role is, and play it out.
The man is more action oriented. The man knows how to get things done. And together they create perfect harmony and balance.
Girl, stop playing with yourself. I'm here to keep it all the way real with you. I ain't never gonna bring it no other kind of way. With that kind of mindset, your household gonna be in hell to high water thinking that this man is the head, right? He's the provider, he's the protector, he's the decision maker, he get things done. But somewhere in that reasoning, he's not the leader. You're the leader. Girl, you off. That's so off. If he's doing all that, obviously he's the leader. If he's getting things done, he's the decision maker. Obviously he's the leader. Am I really even like wasting my breath? Let's just keep going.
So, if you are a woman and you are not the leader of your relationship, it is off balance.
I bind and I rebuke the Jezebel. I bind and I rebuke the Jezebel. That Jezebel, she do not want to die off. She got to stay in Babylon where she's at. Sisters, come up out of Babylon. It's a Jezebel mindset. It's a mindset to destroy the man. It's a mindset to destroy the family. It's a mindset to take you out of your natural role. Being a helper, being a helpmeet, bringing forth children, getting married, bringing forth children, being a nurturer, being a lover. Like, this is your role. Stop letting Babylon steal from y'all. Like, I used to be very strong-willed in the world. So I have to bind and rebuke that spirit of Jezebel. No, I'm not the head. Neither am I the leader in my household or in my marriage. And neither do I want to be. So again, I bind and I rebuke that spirit of Jezebel. You got to go, you little hoe.
And if you are a man and you feel like you have to have that leadership in the relationship, it is off balance. Come together to create divine harmony. Everyone has a role to play.
And you, my sister, indeed are not playing your role. And not only are you not playing your role, you're encouraging other sisters to step out of their natural character of being a helper and a helpmeet to their husband and to help build up her house, not tear down her house. You tear your house. See, a foolish woman tears her house down with her own hands. How in the world are you trying to relinquish authority and leadership from the head of your household, which would be your husband? You're tearing your own house down. Let's get that. This is Proverbs 14:1. Every wise woman builds her house, but a foolish one plucks it down with her own hands. What's a wise woman? You can find a wise woman in Proverbs 31. For instance, she's going to allow that man to be the leader and understand that she's not the leader. She's the follower. She's to learn from him. She's to take correction from him. She's to help build him up. She's to be that peace for him. You know, like, what's so hard about that, girl? What's so hard about just falling back? Being soft and letting this man lead and follow you. He's the masculine. You're the effeminate. I mean, the role's been so flipped in modern day Babylon, like, and I get it. I see why. Brothers is running from y'all. Y'all scary as hell. Y'all just getting scary. Y'all getting more out of control. It's just crazy. Let's grab some precepts on a wise and a virtuous woman, okay? This is Proverbs 31:10. We're just going to get it all the way through, okay? Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that she shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth forth fruit from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night. She giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her handmaids. She considereth the field, and she buyeth it with the fruit of her hands. She planteth the vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretches out her hand to the poor, yea, she reaches forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow, nor her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates, when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are in her clothing, and she shall rejoice in the time to come. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excelleth them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. Sisters, these type of characteristics, it takes time. It takes time. We have to understand we just got a bad relationship with Christianity. We just came out of the world, Babylon, being indoctrinated, following ways of man-made doctrines and philosophies and beliefs, who literally had an agenda against the so-called black family to destroy us and to break us up, to vice versa, the roles where the man is in a woman's role and the woman is in a man's role. But we have to pray and ask for repentance of the Most High, ultimately, because we went astray. We went astray from his commandments, and we got lost in the sauce. So we began to follow the ways of Babylon. But it's time to come out and relearn your role as a woman. We have to relearn our role as a woman. I'm not saying I have 100% of these down packed, but I have the understanding to know what my role is. And I have time to practice it, the time that's been given to me. And I won't take that for granted. So hopefully this was edifying. It helps sisters in some area. And until next time, shalom.